no chili root beer.
Look at Rusty, he looks fine.
The mamas, the islands look happy. He's eating too good, they're all eating. You guys, look at the highlands.
Alright.
Mama, you getting some food? She's a wind chime.
Our crop is going overtime here. Still thawed. The heater's on. I think I can see a goldfish that's still alive. But it's definitely overflowing because the outlet drain is frozen solid. Alright, you do the thingy, I'll push. No. Ugh. There you go. Yeah, we're knocking the gears loose. Good. Now do the thing.
You can either back this in or will you go grab my good gloves from in there, the smart tools?
Yeah, I'll go get them.
I'm feeling my fingers.
Oh, that is one way. We only have one working gate right now because we tried to unfreeze the other one by smacking it with a hammer and we smacked the little knob off so you can't open that gate anymore. And we didn't want to risk the other one because we know it's frozen. So we have to drive all the way across to our one not frozen gate right now. So the immediate plan is to take down some of these fences and we're gonna put a hay bale in the loafing shed so that they can stay really warm and probably leave the babies in here. And then we're gonna put another one in the trees closer to the water trough. Yeah. I didn't know there was.
Did you already tell the camera our plan?
Yeah, but it was probably windy.
Alright, so our cold weather plan is that the cows look pathetic with all the icicles, and the whole reason we even got this loafing shed was for days like today. So we're gonna get this stuff out We're gonna pack it down. We're gonna pack it down before they get over here so they don't want to eat it. That way they all have somewhere to lay, and the little babies. We're gonna get treats and scare them all in here. And we're gonna put up a couple more bales of hay around the property so they can get
All the ice is coming off.
so they can get warm and food. The two things they need. That's my co-pilots. A little bit too chilly for baby. But the plan today is just to make the cows as comfortable as possible. Texas is having its normal snowmageddon because we had 80 degrees in December. So for some reason we have to immediately have 20 degrees in January and February. It's like an overreaction. But right now it's probably about 20 degrees, which is just, our float looks fine. Jordan showed a video. Everything looks good with the water, but I just want to be warm. All the Highlands seem very comfortable, but some of the other Angus need a little bit more bedding. So we're gonna put one out at the hay ring, we're gonna put one at homeless camp, we're gonna put one over inside the loafing shed if the moms get desperate. So you'll see some videos of us going in and out, because I did this in the middle because my first reaction was just to get out there and do it. So we had to back that in. Hopefully they can bed down in the loafing shed if it gets colder, and then they'll have the other two food next to the water. So I'll try to video where I can, but it's so freaking cold it's hard to. So just to give you a reference, the water trough is just through here. My plan is I'm gonna put one of the bales over here, one of the bales kind of right here, because there's their water. So bale here, right there, and then this isn't great for wind, so I'm putting one kind of hidden in here, putting one hidden in this little area because I think they'll really like it. So they'll be able to eat over there and then bed this stuff down. Then they still have their loafing shed, which I keep giving y'all updates, but GoPro keeps sighing because it's too cold. Bunny, let's go. Amber, let's go. Amber, you see the food, right? There you go. Y'all figure it out. You ready? Yeah. Strong baby. You ready to go out there?
All right, let's roll, bud.
Do we need to do any talking?
I've done a lot already.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. You feeding or just standing?
Huh?
Feeding or standing? Oh, he's eating. I don't have anything. Let your baby. We didn't film a lot last weekend when we were out here because we had something really tragic happen. A couple of our cows did not make it. I think our theory is that we had some bad hay and they ate it and died really quickly. But that was most of our last week out here, was just dealing with that, getting the hay out to make sure that the other cows didn't eat any more of it. So we're gonna go over some of the details today, but it was just not something that we filmed since we were in the midst of dealing with the crisis.
So with the freeze, or the impending freeze, I was trying to get a lot of hay out for the cows to bed down, to eat, to warm themselves up. So the last weekend I came out and put 3 bales out. I put 1 in the loafing shed and 2 out here. When we came out, or that was 2 weekends ago, when we came out last weekend, when I went out to check between a couple of the trees, Amber had already died, and then Brick, the red Angus, his face was inside of one of the hay bales, like he was still eating. His face was inside of one of the hay bales, like he was still eating. So that's why our theory is that it was something in the hay that was making them sick because neither of them got very far from it, so they must have died pretty quickly. We called a bunch of people to figure it out because we're still relatively new, but we have had cows for a couple years now and never had anything like this happen. And have two happen within a day or two of each other. Seemed pretty. It was pointing in one direction towards that hay bale. So we've used the same hay guy for the last couple of years as well, and never had even a bloated cow. So far we have got a home kit. We've tested what we assume it is because the vet and Texas A&M lab is who I talked to said it's probably nitrates. Home kits are not super accurate, is what the vet over at A&M said. So I got some Ziploc bags, and me and Jordan are going to go collect kind of a couple different areas that the cows were around. But really this is all just to try to get answer to a really sad situation because Amber,
if you guys remember, Amber just had her baby in December. We're pretty sure he's about 7 weeks old, so we took him to a friend's house, and they are being wonderful and bottle feeding him twice a day and trying to get him started on some hay since he's having to wean a lot earlier than we were planning. But he's still good. He seems healthy. He obviously was not happy with us that day, but he's doing good now.
Yeah, I'll put up a picture, but I had to move him in Thor's dog crate. So he got put in a dog crate, moved over, but now he's with, like Jordan said, some of our friends that are watching over him and cuddling on him and interacting with him. So he's as good as he can be, but he's gonna have to be weaned early with Amber being gone. But for us, this is just really sad because if y'all can see, Amber's our logo and our first mom we ever got pregnant, our only mom we've gotten pregnant, and was in Jordan's maternity pictures. And it's just, we've said it almost every video, these are more of our pets. We're gonna have cows that are for meat, but the Highlands are strictly just a passion of ours. So I don't ever like losing. We lost one of our buddies' steers that he was trying to get for meat, and then we lost Amber. So it's never fun to lose animals because you're in charge of them and they look to you for food and everything. So we're trying to do our best to figure out what could have gone wrong, but everybody that we've talked to, multiple different vets, A&M's lab center, is that this is just something that can't happen with hay, and we're still going to test to see if we can figure it out. But really, we moved all the bad hay out and we're gonna burn it separately, and we're just gonna be we're just gonna be a little more careful with who we get the hay from and how we get the hay, and maybe even test the hay. We don't know, but it's just sad, and we'll be doing some videos of that and then kind of going over what the next steps are for our little herd and trying to get Bonnie pregnant, and we're gonna get Dune fertility tested, kind of like we did with Buttercup in a few videos back when we got everybody AI'd. So still fun stuff, but we're having to kind of pull it back together after losing one of our favorite cows. So.